We now know several different methods for solving a system of equations, but when you're given a system of equations, you are rarely told how to solve them. You're generally just told, solve the system of equations. And so what we have to be able to do is look at a system and decide for ourselves which method is going to be the easiest way to solve a system. And so when we look at this particular system, whenever we're trying to see what's the easiest way to solve it, we're looking for a couple of things. If we're looking to solve the system by graphing, we really want the two equations to either be in slope-intercept form or maybe one step away from slope-intercept form. So if I look at the second equation, negative 8x plus y equals 19, that is one step away from slope-intercept form. If I just added 8x to the other side, that'd be slope-intercept form. But the top equation is several steps away from slope-intercept form, so I don't think graphing is the way to go. Elimination is a really good idea here. We don't have any coefficients that are the same, but if we multiplied the top equation by 2, we would have an 8x and a negative 8x. And so elimination is a very good option. I'm actually going to choose to solve this one using substitution, though. And the reason I'm going to use substitution is because our y here has a coefficient of 1. And because it has a coefficient of 1, I can get the y isolated, just like I was talking about doing for graphing. If I add 8x to both sides, I get 8x plus 19. And now I can take that and substitute it into the top equation. So 4x minus 4y equals 8 is our top equation. But because that second equation was solved for y, we can replace the y with, we can replace the y with 8x plus 19. So let's replace this y right here with 8x plus 19, and that'll let us solve the equation for x. So 4x minus 4, and then we're going to substitute in place of the y 8x plus 19. Okay, so first thing we need to do is distributive property. So 4x, and then we'll go ahead and distribute this negative 4. So negative 4 times 8x is minus 32x. And then we may want to use a calculator here for this. Doing negative 4 times 38 is going to give us negative 76. And then it equals 8. And so now all we really need to do is combine our like terms, and then we'll have to do a little bit of division there at the end. Let's go ahead and combine our x's. 4x minus 32x is going to give us negative 28x. Then we'll have minus 76 equals 8. And then let's go ahead and use our addition property of equality. We will add 76 to both sides. So we'll have negative 28x equals 84. And then we'll divide both sides by negative 28 using the division property of equality. And believe it or not, doesn't look like it will, but 84 does divide evenly by 28. 84 divided by 28 is 3. And so a positive divided by a negative is a negative, so x is negative 3. So that works out nicely. We get a really nice number there, negative 3. Okay, so that's our value of x. Now we need to find our value of y, so we can take that x and plug it into any of our previous equations. But we have an equation up here at the top, this one right here, that is already solved for y. Y equals 8x plus 19. I'm going to use that one because it's already, like, I want to know what y is, and that one's already set up as y equals. So let's take our negative 3 here, and let's substitute it in place of the x. So y equals 8 times negative 3 plus 19. And with a calculator, this is a one-stepper, but without a calculator, we can do it in 2 steps. 8 times negative 3 is negative 24 plus 19. And negative 24 plus 19 is negative 5. So y equals negative 5 is the solution here. And so our our solution to a system of equations is a coordinate pair, the x and the y coordinate pair. And so our x is -3 and our y is -5. And so that's going to be our solution, -3, -5. And so substitution is the method I used there. I think elimination would have been a perfectly acceptable method to use, the elimination method. The only one that I think really would have been much more work than we were willing to put in would have been graphing. Any of the other two would have been fine.